The DeMar DeRozan deal that brought Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green to town was the right one to make for the Raptors. There was a ceiling the existing group was never going to push through. They'd been given enough chances. When you can get a Leonard, you do it. Even more so if the steady, versatile Green is being included in the package. That said, given all that DeRozan meant to the franchise and the city, some former teammates were stunned by the news when it happened. It was shocking, Orlando Magic's wingman Terrence Ross told the Toronto Sun earlier this season. "I mean, I get it, it's a business, but it just shows you kind of how ugly it is and how it can get," Ross said. "Especially because they have a meeting and say he isn't going to get traded and literally a week later, he gets traded, so, there has been considerable debate about the exact semantics of that situation. But it happens, man. It's a business." Brooklyn Nets center Ed Davis is one of DeRozan's closest friends and expected him to be battling through his feelings on Friday night, a nail-biting 120-117 Raptors win in the end. "I think he's going to be a little emotional, for being here for 9 years, Davis told The Sun earlier this month. "But it's a business and pretty sure he wants to have one of the best games of his career. Hopefully he has a great game." Kyle Lowry is now the last man standing from the start of this Raptors franchise surge, but Davis isn't all that surprised. "Honestly, it is not crazy. That's just how the NBA works," he said. ___. "I was with the Lakers like 4 or 5 years ago and not one person from that team is still there. It's the NBA. That's how it works." Lowry and DeRozan video chat daily, but got a chance to go out for dinner on Thursday night. "Who paid?" Lowry said DeRozan did, remarking that his American dollars go further. The premier backcourt in Raptors history might be best friends, but for one night at least, that was all out the window. "Right now he's the enemy, you know what I mean," Lowry said before the game. "Time to go to work. Gonna be interesting, gonna be fun. Had an opportunity to play against him, haven't played against him in 7 years, it'll be fun." The pair shared a hug just before tip-off, not long after DeRozan had received a standing ovation during introductions that stretched through the intros of 3 other players and head coach Greg Popovich. Lowry had predicted in the morning that the over-under for standing ovations was 2.5 and he was taking the over. That was a smart thought, since DeRozan and the Spurs were raucously cheered as soon as the Y stepped out of the tunnel onto the court for warm-ups. It didn't stop, with DeRozan cheered every time he touched the ball early, and repeatedly through a tribute video in the first quarter. Lowry had the last laugh though, helping generate a couple of crucial stops on his pal late. "It was fun, pretty fun. Especially because we got the win. If we lost it would have been terrible," Lowry said afterward. Lowry added that he did not talk any trash late. The dynamic Lowry-DeRozan duo wasn't always such a friendly one. The pair famously didn't talk for the first year or so that Lowry was in town. "It wasn't not hitting off, we just didn't talk," Lowry said. "It was a situation where I came in here, I was like, I've got 2 years here and then I'm out, and it was that. He had his friends, like Ed Davis and Amir Johnson, and you just don't force it, it just happens. That's how you're a brother, you're together, more than your family. I see my family because you're around as teammates all day." Lowry is excited about the addition of Jeremy Lin. "Jeremy's going to do a great job, he's going to be fantastic for us, and I told him last game, just be aggressive," Lowry said. "And that's one thing about Marc Gasol, Jeremy, be aggressive. We're a very good team, we're very good guys, we don't have any crazy egos to say, oh no. We go out there and try to win games, no matter what it takes." Leonard said a day earlier that the new additions would force everyone to figure out how much they need to sacrifice individually to make everything work as a team. Lin and Gasol were both quiet against the Spurs early on, with Gasol plagued by foul trouble, Lin unable to hit his shots. However, both had their moments in the second half, with Lin picking up some of the scoring load, Gasol dishing out assists and rebounding when he wasn't griping about the poor work of the officials. Lin finished with 11 points, Gasol 4, along with 7 rebounds and 6 assists. At Wall Stats Soon.